Another congressman at today's hearing was Tom McClintock of California. He accused Mueller of trying to conduct a political case rather than a legal one for impeaching the president. Watch.
Why did you suggest Russia was responsible for the troll farms when in court you've been unable to produce any evidence to support it?
Well, I'm not going to get into that any further than I already have.
But you have left the clear impression throughout the country through your report that it was the Russian government behind the troll farms, and yet when you're called upon to provide actual evidence in court, you fail to do so.
Well,
and it's starting to look like, having desperately tried and failed to make a legal case against the president, you made a political case instead. You put it in a paper sack, lit it on fire, dropped it on our porch, rang the doorbell, and ran.
One of the great images at today's hearings. Tom McClintock represents the state of California and joins us tonight. Congressman, thanks a lot for coming on. You raised, I thought, one of the most interesting points of the day. We've changed our entire foreign policy on the basis of some of the ideas that are contained in this report. Some of them, including the Russian troll farm allegation, as you almost alone pointed out, are not substantiated at all. We don't know that that's actually true. Why is nobody else saying this?
Well, it's not just me that's pointed it out. As you know, there's a court case going on right now in the District Court of D.C. Where an indictment was brought against the so-called troll farms for election fraud. The defendants say, wait a second, you guys have published this entire report linking us to the Kremlin. There is no connection. The judge says, fair point, that's prejudicial. Department of Justice, show us your evidence linking these troll farms to the Russian government. And the DOJ says, we don't have any evidence. That is stunning.
Well, it is stunning, considering that Russia is an actual place with nuclear weapons, and by the way, could be our ally in the fight against Islamic extremism, or China, or other actual threats to our national security, and is not, partly because of allegations like this. Well, why did so many people in Washington, including a lot of Republicans, I can say, Congressman Hurd I saw today, fall hook, line, and sinker for this Russia must be behind everything idea, and not ask the questions you did?
Yeah, because that's what the Mueller report strongly implies, that the Russian government was behind these internet troll farms. What we found out on May 28th during this court hearing is they don't have any evidence. The judge says, this is awful, I'm going to consider contempt of court citations against the government. The very next day is when Robert Mueller called his press conference, and in that press conference, in one line, he very cleverly separates out the allegation that the troll farms were connected to the Russian government from the rest of his report. I asked him, did that have anything to do with the court hearing the prior day? He said, no. I'm sorry, that really doesn't pass the smell test.
No, it really doesn't. This is such a scandal, and it's been ignored by everybody. And God bless you for bringing it up. Congressman, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, believe